Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brooke if you're new here, and this video is not my typical video. Clearly, I have two special guests with me. This is my mom and this is my grandma. So we're here in Maine at my grandma's house, and I actually asked you guys last week to submit some of your personal advice questions, things of that sort. I thought it would be a really interesting, well, my mom and I actually thought it would be a really interesting video to get kind of 3 generations of perspectives, because just for reference, also this will be cool to look back on someday. Yes. I think actually. So I'm 20 right now.
I'm 47.
And I'm 74.
Good. So we got really the wide range of ages. So I asked you guys to ask some questions on Tumblr. I'll leave my blog link down below. Usually I take all of the advice questions from there because you can submit them anonymously. So you don't have to like attach your name to it. So we'll just be trying to cover all the bases here. And before we start, we have been trying to post actively on Instagram for my mom. So go follow my mom's Instagram, my Instagram, and my grandma doesn't do social media, so no. she barely knows how to look up my YouTube videos.
That's right.
To be honest.
I'm still looking at YouTube.
She asked today, she was like, I feel like I'm missing a lot of your videos. I was like, well, I do have a vlog channel. So I also have a vlog channel that is also linked down below. Been trying to post a lot on there.
We'll show her that. Also, you have to fix her printer later.
I have a lot of tech stuff to do, but let's go ahead and hop into the question. We want to make clear these are not rehearsed. We did not see the questions.
Because I just said to Brooke, you're cheating, because she looks at the questions, then my mom and I are gonna be like, "Duh," and Brooke's gonna know what her answer is, and we have to like think of it like that.
No.
Okay, so we're not cheating. No. It's all
it's all on the fly. It's
okay.
Just weird questions.
So give me the first question already.
Oh, the anticipation. This is actually a good one that I like. I think that we could all agree this is a cool one.
Okay.
How to figure out what career you want to pursue. Or like more just general advice, but then I guess you can relate it back to yourself at the same time.
Okay. How did I decide? I always wanted to be a dentist, but at the time that I was growing up, dentists were men, not women. So therefore, I had a problem to begin with. What can I do in dentistry? I ended up being a hygienist, which I was never happy about because I always wanted to be a dentist. So I stayed in the field on and off for about 20 years, but I never felt fulfilled.
That's sad.
Which is pretty sad.
Well, this is a sad note to start the video off on.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I think you're going to come to
but
that.
That's my generation.
The way it is.
That's how it was. A woman had women's roles.
Which is...
And you should also say that you were a housewife for how many years before you became a dental hygienist?
Yeah, not long. Really not long. I went back to school. I went back to college. I went back at 27 years old. I was a housewife. I had 3 children when I decided on going back to school.
That's very impressive, though. It is.
And became a hygienist.
Right. Well, I don't know if that was necessarily the response that this woman wanted to hear, but I guess it was informative. I think that my mom's story might be a little more...
Actually, I don't think that mine is borderline a little bit of the... I don't know if I've lived to like my complete fulfillment.
But you're still working.
But it's a work in progress, which is kind of cool, because at 47, and I'm sure my mom would really say this with her generation, 47, you would think, whoa, whatever you've decided you do, this is it. Like, take it, this is the end of the road.
Yeah.
Right? But it's kind of not that way.
With us, it's growing and changing. People are 50 and just getting their careers going now.
Right?
Like,
it's so different. So I went to college to be a teacher. I mean, honestly, I think I would die if I was a teacher.
Me too.
I don't think she would be a very good teacher.
No, I'd be a terrible teacher.
Yeah,
I really don't like kids that much, and it would not be good. No. Bad move. I was just following.
She studied sociology, though, so then you went to school for that.
And then I had started my business during it, so I went
into the food industry as well. So you've always kind of been in the food industry. We don't have to give the whole rundown really, but basically you're saying essentially that it doesn't matter what you study and stuff, there's always time to find what you're passionate about, which I like. That is a good conclusion to draw. I like that.
And to challenge yourself. I will say what we were just talking about earlier, like, oh no, we were talking about it with you going to the psychic, to challenge yourself to think out of the box.
Yes, for
constantly,
sure.
because
always.
That is really what will.
Oh, definitely.
You'll find some fulfillment.
I was a hygienist by schooling, but practiced for maybe 15 years on and off. Most of it was done that I had other jobs. Every 7 years, I changed my job.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate enough that I could change my job.
Yeah, that's good.
So I did sales, And then I started a business with my
Right,
daughter.
Exactly.
Look at that.
She started the business and I went to work for her.
Yes, because then I was going to quit college. That's a whole story.
Yeah, that's a story
She
in
wouldn't let
itself.
me quit school, so.
She helped you out.
Yes.
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 Wow.
Whole family.
It's been a long road for you two.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
But then eventually it all worked out in the wash, so that's good. All right, well, I guess we didn't really exactly answer the question, but that was kind of like a rundown of the careers.
yes.
And I think that the overwhelming conclusion that we reach from that is strive for what you want to do. I think like that's the overall goal. And I'm very passionate about that. Like, it makes me sad when people say that they're just doing stuff for money. Like, oh, I want to be a lawyer because I'll make a lot of money someday.
Well,
like,
this is what my parents want.
yeah, that's sad.
I
That's
feel
sad.
everybody has the right to make their own decision, make their mistakes, because there will be mistakes, and just move forward.
I agree. That was a good conclusion there. So,
Good advice.
how fast does time actually fly by?
I could tell you the older you get, the faster it goes. And my mother used to tell me that,
Did she?
always.
Really?
Don't rush it, Elaine, he would say, because as you get
good
older,
advice.
it rushes by itself.
Wow.
So time does fly, and there's reasons behind it. As you get older, there's less time to live, if you
Scary to
equate
think.
it.
Yeah.
And so your life is going faster and faster because your days on this wonderful earth is getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really
And that's
interesting
the
to look
reason.
at it that
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
So yes, you have to enjoy every single day, which is not always easy. And as a younger person, the first thing you say is, oh my God, what a horrible week. It seemed like a month, seemed like a year. And then it fleets. It goes faster and faster and faster.
Yeah. I can't believe how time goes so fast.
20 years
Yeah.
can just be a blink of an eye,
Yeah.
but not when you're young.
yeah.
That's how it is.
Do you feel it goes? What do you?
I feel in the past few years it's really sped up. Like, I look back just in the past 2 years of just being in college. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm already
But when you
2
were
years
like
deep
when
into
you were in
college.
middle school or high school, didn't it feel
Slow.
like
Yeah, it felt like just like I had endless amounts of time. I don't
Yeah.
even know how I occupied my time. In high school, I was like, I can't wait for college. I can't wait for
Right.
college. And like now I'm like, you know, maybe if I didn't have that mentality, like how things could have been different. Like, I feel like we're always as humans on to the next thing,
That's
thing.
right.
And we should.
You're never satisfied.
And you have to like take the time to live more in the moment.
And smell the roses.
Yeah. Interesting
That was
question.
a good
Yeah, that was a
one.
very good one. Okay, this is a good one. What's the most important thing your mom taught you? Like, keep going. Like, so like your mom, my mom. Like,
Oh, you should do your mom. That's good. That's like think
I
about
don't
grandma.
know what my mom taught me.
yeah.
If you don't
Never
know,
say
oh.
anything. Never talk to someone and say something bad about them because it will come back to you.
That I really like that actually.
You
I'm
never
big
talk-
fan.
You never
Don't say
ever-
it unless you
Unless-
wouldn't feel comfortable with them hearing it.
Exactly.
I love that. I love
Well, that's
that.
like daddy's,
Yeah.
not to talk about a guy, but that's what
Always,
daddy's theory
always.
is never say anything that you wouldn't want it to be
Exactly.
Yes,
to that
exactly.
person.
That's what we're just saying.
So
Exactly.
that, and that's true. That's true. I mean, I think I'm pretty much almost every time I say something, and trust me, I say plenty of bad.
And if you can't say anything
I'm like,
nice, if
it's
you
all right,
can't
they
say
know.
anything nice,
Don't say
it at all.
That was
Yeah.
a good one. Okay.
That was my mother's
Well,
favorite
and
line.
that was a big one back then, but the
Big,
whole
very
not
big.
saying something that's pretty cool.
Yes.
And now with
was my
and
mom.
now actually with social media and technology, you know, you like I don't really deal with it now, but like you text it to someone, it's there forever.
Oh,
it's permanently there. Like it's
horrible.
bad.
Don't put it
It's
down
bad.
in writing.
Grandma
Yeah.
always tells me that.
Most important thing your mom has taught you.
Without a doubt, is to always try to be happy. Do what makes you happy.
That was kind of
and
the
it's a
overall
big
theme
one
of
in
this
life.
video.
She's
That
done
was
it.
good.
She's done it personally, in my personal life. Never ever wavered. She's done it with business.
Mm-hmm.
Never wavered. I mean, she is probably my absolute biggest supporter in the world.
Yeah.
Biggest fan. Rah, rah,
Yeah,
rah.
she's my #1 fan.
I'm number 2.
And but definitely it always came down to do what makes you happy.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good one. I like that. Mine for you is to be 100% yourself. I feel like you taught me to be very like much so like don't have doubt in like my weirdness or like you know what I mean. You're very big on like
be who you are.
Be who you are, and like people who naturally want to be around you will come to you. Like you don't have to please anybody else. You don't have to change who you are.
Always please yourself.
Exactly. And I'm a very big believer in that, and just, you know, being true to myself throughout all these years. Even when I was weird. We had some weird phases, but you know,
we're all weird.
We're all weird.
And you know what, I think that I could say that one thing, another side thing that I know my grandmother would say to my mother always said to me, and I always said to you, because we're all tall women, and my mom being the tallest, always walk into a room standing up straight. Like, and what that means, obviously, that's not just physical. That means like walk in the room and own it. It's you're walking into the room.
Yes,
I like that one too. I like that one too. Yeah. That was going to be it for this questions video. I know that it was a little lengthy. We went into some details there, but I hope you guys enjoyed. It was kind of interesting having a little chat.
Girl, so good.
Maybe we can do some more. I know my mom and I have another. Oh, thanks, Grandma. I know my mom and I have another video planned. I know you guys love seeing her in the vids. I just don't see my grandma that much, so another time. I'll have to come back to Maine this summer.
Absolutely.
We could do a meetup. A lot of people want to see a meetup in Maine.
How do you like this wonderful shirt?
I do really like it. It's so comfortable.
Yes,
well,
wonderful. We
might need to go now and have some snacks. I'm kind of feeling a snack time.
5:15.
I think we go to the diner, the main diner.
Oh, where's that?
In Maine.
Yeah, obviously.
Would you say it's the main diner or the main diner?
Or is it the diner on Main?
So thanks so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, I post new videos a lot. I'm just going to be posting a lot this summer, so be sure to subscribe, and if you like Q&A advice style videos, give it a thumbs up. We appreciate you guys watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.